If you serve this country, you earn one of the most powerful homeownership benefits in America. No down payment, no mortgage insurance, ridiculously flexible credit guidelines, and a lifetime access. But here's the part most veterans never get told. Your VA loan is not a one-time benefit. You can reuse it again and again and again. You can even have multiple VA loans at the same time as long as you qualify. And yes, one VA loan for the home you live in today and another VA loan for the home you're moving into next. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Too many veterans think I already used my VA loan, so that's it. Or sometimes they think I can't buy again unless I sell my home. And that is 100% not true. Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about using your VA loan more than once, how entitlement works, how second-tier entitlement works, and how to keep or rent out your first VA home, how to buy the next one, and how to do all this with zero down payment. Hi, I'm Ramirez, a VA loan expert and veteran advocate, and someone who has helped hundreds of military veterans and active service members unlock the benefits they've already earned. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you never miss any of my videos in the future. I do weekly updates. All right, so now let's get started. So let's go over the VA loan advantage. Okay, so we're just gonna go over the basics right now. The VA loan is the most powerful mortgage program in the country because it's designed with one mission: make it easier for service members and veterans to build wealth through homeownership. Here are some of the biggest advantages: zero down payment, no monthly mortgage insurance, also known as PMI, and very flexible credit guidelines and lower interest rates. And you can use it for single family homes, condos, townhomes, and multi-unit properties up to 4 units, and even manufactured homes if they meet VA standards. But the biggest advantage and the most misunderstood is your VA loan benefit never expires and can be used unlimited times throughout your life. And if you follow the rules, the VA will back you every single time you purchase a primary residence. Let's go over how to understand VA entitlement. In order to understand how you can use your VA loan entitlement more than once, you need to understand one thing: entitlement. Entitlement is simply the dollar amount the VA guarantees on your behalf. Think of entitlement like a benefit bucket. And there are two types: basic entitlement and bonus entitlement, or also known as second-tier entitlement. When you buy a home with the VA loan, you use part of this entitlement. And when you sell the home and pay off the VA loan, your entitlement restores. Basically, the benefit bucket fills back up. And once it refills, you can buy another home with zero down payment. But here's where it gets really good. You don't need 100% of your entitlement available to buy again. You can have a portion of your entitlement locked up into house number 1 and still use the remaining entitlement to buy house number 2. And that's called second-tier entitlement, or also bonus entitlement. And we're gonna go into detail very shortly. And let me go over how you can use your VA loan more than once. Let's break down the 3 ways you can reuse your VA loan benefit. So option number 1, sell your home and restore your entitlement. When you sell your home with the VA loan and the loan is paid off in full, your entitlement resets automatically. Once restored, you can buy a home again with zero down, no limit, as long as you credit qualify and income qualify. And you could do this every single time you move. And also option 2, a one-time restoration. You can use a special one-time restoration if you've already used your VA loan once, paid off the loan, but decided to keep the home. This restoration gives you back your full entitlement one time, allowing you to buy again. But in this case, the new home must be your primary residence. And option number 3, use remaining entitlement for a second VA home. This is the method almost nobody knows about. You can keep your current VA home loan, you rent out that property, and you still use your remaining entitlement to purchase another primary residence without selling the first home, because that's going to be rented. This is where we talk about having multiple VA loans at a single time. And let's go over how to have multiple VA loans at the same time. And yes, it's real. Yes, it's allowed. And yes, I've done this for many veterans many times. And here's how it works. The VA does not limit you to one VA loan. It limits you to the amount of entitlement you have available. So if you bought your first home in a lower cost area and you're now buying a higher cost area home, you might have more than enough entitlement remaining to buy another home with 100% financing, no money down. Or if your first home had a small loan amount, you may have a large amount of your entitlement left. As long as you have enough remaining entitlement, you can buy a second home with the VA loan as zero down as long as it's your primary residence. And the key rule is the new VA loan must be for your primary home, so your primary residence. You cannot use a VA loan to buy an investment property or a vacation home. However, the VA does not require that you sell your first home. So you're allowed to move, purchase the next home, and then rent out the old one. And that's how you build real estate wealth, by purchasing properties and renting out other ones. And here's a bonus tip. Every year, FHFA increases conforming and high balance conforming loan amounts for each county across the United States. That means your bonus entitlement will increase every single year as well. So what is second tier entitlement or bonus entitlement? Second tier entitlement is simply the remaining entitlement that you have left after using some of your entitlement on your first home. Here's how it works in simple terms. Let's say you don't have a VA loan. As long as you can income and credit qualify, there is no limit for how much of a VA loan that you can get. The VA will guarantee 25% of that loan amount. And if your first VA loan used only some of your entitlement, the leftover amount can be applied for your second purchase. And if the price of the new home exceeds your remaining entitlement, you can still buy it. You just need a small down payment. And you work with the loan officer that'll help you figure all this information out. Let's go over example one, keeping the first VA home and buying another. John bought a home for $325,000 in Texas using his VA benefit. Years later, he moves to California where the home prices are higher and where the VA loan limits are higher as well. Because he uses entitlement on his first home, but not all of it, he still has enough remaining entitlement. So he buys again in California with zero down, keeping both properties. Let's go over example two, renting out the first VA home. A Marine in Oceanside purchased a condo in 2018 for $250,000. In 2025, he's now married with kids and needs a bigger home. He keeps the condo as a rental, uses a second tier entitlement, and buys a home for $700,000, a single family residence with zero down because he had additional entitlement left. And example three, let's say you don't have enough entitlement left, but still able to buy. Sarah bought a home years ago using most of her entitlement on her first property. She now wants to buy another property for $650,000. Her remaining entitlement isn't enough to cover the full guarantee. So we calculated the difference. She ends up needing only a small down payment of $12,000 instead of the 20% down. It would have been $130,000 on a conventional loan that we would need to get her into the house. And that's the power of the bonus and second tier entitlement. As long as you work with the loan officer that understands that can calculate the entitlement amount, they can get you into a home. And if you want to find out exactly how much entitlement you have left, don't guess, reach out to me. My information's right here. Give me a call or send me a text message, or you can go to my description below and set up a discovery call and we'll go over everything in detail. Let's go through your certificate of eligibility as well and run those exact numbers together. So let's go over the occupancy rules. What you need to know about the occupancy: a VA loan must be used for your primary residence, but the VA is extremely flexible with occupancy. You typically have about 60 days to move in. So let's say you're on deployment, training, or sometimes there's hardships that can extend those timelines. Spouses can satisfy the occupancy when the service member is deployed as well. So once you move out, you are allowed to turn the home into a rental. So you do not need to lose your VA loan benefits when renting out the previous home that's financed with the VA loan. And let's go over restoring your entitlement. You can restore your entitlement 3 different ways. Number 1, full restoration after selling the home. So you sell the home, the VA loan is paid off, you get full entitlement restored. Really simple. And number 2, one-time restoration while keeping the home, so you're not moving. The VA allows you to do this once in your lifetime. It allows you to buy your next home with full entitlement restored, which means you can either pay off the loan in full, or what most people do is they refinance into conventional loan and free up their full entitlement. So they're not moving, they're just freeing up their VA loan so they can live there and then decide to maybe purchase a home later on using your VA loan as their primary residence. And number 3, partial restoration, so second tier use. It's where you keep the original VA loan, but you use the remaining entitlement on your next home. So each option depends on your long-term strategy. Everyone's gonna be different, and I help veterans choose the best one every day. And if this video is giving you clarity on how powerful your VA loan benefit truly is, hit like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss any of my updates in the future. And if you're serious about buying very soon, go to my description, schedule a quick call with me, and we'll go over everything in detail. So building wealth with your VA loan. And here's the truth, the VA loan isn't just a mortgage program, it's a wealth building tool. And most veterans use it once, very few use it to its full potential. But the veterans who do are the ones who build long-term wealth. Buy your first home with zero down. Years later, turn it into rental, get cash flow from that home, and use second tier entitlement to buy your next home with zero down payment. And you repeat this as many times as your financial goals allow and your entitlement allows well. You serve this country and you earn the benefit that can change your entire family's future. And you deserve to understand how to use it to its full maximum potential. And if you're ready to use your VA loan again, or you want me to calculate your remaining entitlement, or you're even thinking about buying your next home, reach out to me. My information is going to be right here on the screen, or go to my description and schedule a discovery call and we'll go everything in detail. And remember, this is your benefit, your opportunity, and your path to building wealth. And remember, be smart, be prepared, and let's get you home.